Sorry for the wait. Wow, you have no idea what I've just been through for the last 15 minutes. I apologize for keeping you waiting. Let me know if my audio is coming in clear. Long story short, I've had to basically switch softwares, download new software, set up my stream in the last 5 minutes. So I apologize if it sounds a little bit weird, or if it doesn't. Hopefully it doesn't. But let me know in the chat. I see a bunch of people waiting in here. Okay, awesome. Intelligent computing, appreciate you. Okay, so basically what I've done is, and hopefully it works here. Okay, I think it's working. Okay, perfect. So basically what happened is, Basically what happened is my Nvidia chip basically busted on me. I was about to, I literally hit go live. I tweeted it out. I put it on Discord for the Juju gang. And then it said your Nvidia chip needs a driver update. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. I've been streaming all week. And so I turned off my computer, and I don't want to bore you with too much. I turned it off. Then it started saying updating. In the middle of updating, I pressed the power button because I was kind of impatient. Then I got scared because I thought I bricked my computer. So long story short, Yash is here somehow. I don't know how, but I apologize. So you're gonna have to forgive me for that. Okay, let's read some names. Some cities, states already coming in, some countries. Perfect. Sweden, how's it going? Chicago, Hong Kong, how's it going? Matt, Mimi, Alex, Danny, Sam, James, Rod. Wow, a lot of familiar faces in the chat today. I need a Tesla chip. Yeah, honestly, I do. 1,005 sitting on Tesla at the moment. I'm going to change this to the 1 minute. I had everything lined up. Like I had all my tabs lined up. Ugh, it's just brutal. That's just life. Okay, we'll see what we can do. We'll make the best out of it. That's just life, right? Not everything's going to go your way. Especially if your name's Yashu. Okay, awesome. Thanks for joining me, folks. I appreciate it. Norfolk, Virginia, Austria, Danbury. Matt, I'm going to try to pronounce that. Norrköping. Hopefully that's okay. I think that's in Sweden, right? Eugene, Wales, London, Switzerland, Detroit, Bristol. By the way, if you're watching on replay as well, throw it in the chat. Chicago, Toronto, Washington, Fresno. Tesla Conics out of the Bay Area. Let's go. San Jose, London. Okay. Wow, Vancouver even. By the way, we might be doing a Juju Gang meetup in Vancouver. If anyone's interested, details are in the Discord for the Juju Gang. But, we only have, I think we have about 5 or 6 people interested in the Juju Gang, which is actually more than I thought that we had in Vancouver. But we might do a local meetup because if I can't go to Austin. Okay, let's talk about Tesla. A lot of things happening. 1,003 sitting on Tesla at the moment. Today's action, it's pretty subdued. I mean, high of day is 1,021. That came right around an hour and a half into the trading day. And now we're sitting near kind of mid to lower end of the trading range day. For me, I'm not sure if you guys are on the same boat as I am. Let me know in the chat if you are. For me, if Tesla closes in the 4 digits this week, I consider that a win. Remember, on the week, it's a beautiful weekly candle, right? Low of the week is about $900. We started at $915. So to crack through that $1,000 barrier and hopefully close above, although it is retesting it on the downside right now, for me, that's a win. I'm just going to, the more support we can get around the $1,000 level, the better off it is for the long haul rather than shooting up. I mean, we're already up like 30% in the last how long? So it is what it is. Michael, how's it going? Still good. It's still good for a red day. It's funny. I mean, if you look at the macro markets, S&P is barely up, essentially flat on the day. The tech market, NASDAQ, is down 40 basis points. But really, what you should look at are all of the EV stocks and all the auto stocks. Other than Nikola, which don't even ask me at this point. Honda's down. Tesla, of course, is down 1%. Toyota's down. This is Polestar. Polestar SPAC is down as well. GM down about 2%. Ford down almost 3%, 2.5%. Lucid down 5%. Rivian down over 5%. XPEV down 8%. And NIO down 10%. So there's some, I guess, China waiting there, probably. But, EV, auto stocks are generally weak today. Let's see here. A lot of buyers at 1,000, says Hamilton. Yeah, I mean, support is looking pretty decent on 1,000 for now. The question is really, why is volume so low for a Friday? Anyone have any theories on that? By the way, let's go through some stuff. Oh, yikes. Look at the aspect ratio on this thing. Hold on. I'm trying to make this a little bit better. Let's do fit to screen. Oh, much better. Okay. Let's go through some tabs I have open for the day. I want to watch through a Yahoo Finance video. We'll do that in a second, though. But I want to go through some tweets on the day. The first one is from Joe Tegmeyer. Awesome Giga Austin content. Today, he's updating us. Giga Texas images, white Model Ys, very busy north end around Tesla Road, northwest corner concrete and more plants and trees. 90% complete paving. And so if you look at the photos, you'll start to see, what is there, about 11 Model Y whites sitting out there. Giga Texas is just unreal, the work that they've done. I know Shanghai was awesome, but Giga Texas is just on the next level. So really awesome pics out of there. Dan Ives is another tweet I wanted to go through. By the way, I'm working to get Dan back on the channel sometime in April. Dan says, we believe unit deliveries are trending well ahead of street expectations for Tesla in the first quarter. China and Europe in particular are tracking at least 15% of street estimations, and combined with Model Y, US Model Y driven strength, Tesla could now be on a 2 million unit run rate exiting 2022. I mean, so let me just pull up the trusty old calculator here. So exiting 2022, let's say he means the last quarter. 2 million divided by 4. Let's just do this. So, well, easy math there. 500 divided by 3. So about 167,000 per month towards the end of this year is what Dan's projecting. So that's, I mean, Tesla Bulls we want to hear that, of course. I wonder how much of this is subjected on 4680s coming up. So we'll see. Let's see here. Oh, NIO had earnings yesterday. Gotcha. And guidance was lukewarm. Well, there you go. Maybe that's what's bringing some weakness over to XPEV as well. So Sawyer tweeted out some breaking news as well. Sawyer made it on Twitter. Breaking: all Tesla estimated delivery dates have changed Freudian slip in the US for new orders to the following. Model Y long range is now from January 2023 to April 2020. Folks, that's over a year long waiting time. Model Y long range with induction wheels from October of this year to January of next year. Model Y performance is now pushed out a month till July of this year. This is nuts. I don't know what you guys feel about this in the chat. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are. Of course, this is like, okay, well, great, demand's off the charts. This is not good. I mean, I'm not sure if you talk to very many people about buying electric, but one of the biggest hurdles they have is if I want to buy an electric car in the next 2 months, I just can't get one. And this goes to show that, yes, demand's off the charts for sure. But it sucks. I mean, if I wanted to order today a Model Y long range, I'm waiting till next April, over a year, 13 months. Of course, Tesla can't make as many of these guys that they're selling. Model Y is just absolutely killing it. I think it's the perfect family vehicle. That's like 13 months. That's nuts. Intelligence says 2 million is my prediction. 2 million for this fiscal year? That'd be quite a lot. Let's see. And so options for the day. Ooh, I haven't logged in yet. Let me log in for a hot second here on TradyTix and we'll take a look. So retesting 1,000 on the downside. We're down about 1.25% on the day for Tesla. I've got some Yahoo Finance videos. Marco says add FSD beta. So that was the thing, is I think they originally, Tesla had said, let me just log in. Let me just go to Tesla's site for a second. Tesla has made it, if you add FSD beta into your order, then of course you can get your car sooner. But I read something online that apparently they are getting rid of that little loophole. So let's take a look here. This is Canada. So Model Y long range. Let's say if I do, let's see here, add full self-driving. That brings my estimated time to June to September. If I remove FSD in Canada, it's October to January. I'm going to change my country here to the US and see what we get here. Christopher, thank you for the $5 super chat. I just upgraded my Model 3 long range to the performance variant. The weight reduction is real. Congrats, that's awesome. You know what's funny? I actually haven't ridden a performance vehicle before, unless our test drive one long time ago was performance, but I don't remember. But I need to. I also just want to see what the acceleration difference is. Apparently, it's crazy. Model S performance is really what I want to ride into with ludicrous mode. If anyone here has driven in ludicrous mode or owns Model S that goes into ludicrous mode, let us know what that feels like. Okay, so for the US, it's pretty much the same October to January. If you add an FSD into the package, you are now waiting from June to September. Tesla got some backlash around this about, hey, why are you making people that are paying more, or why are you telling people that if it's just a software add-on, they can wait 3 months less? So I think they are looking to get rid of that soon enough because they did get some backlash around that. Okay, $1,000 is what we're sitting at, pretty much flat for the day on Tesla. Let's pull up the chat here. Again, you're going to have to forgive me because my regular setup is all wonky, but they fixed the glitch, says create. Jeff says, do you think Giga Austin is priced into a point already? Well, so of course, you can't always take previous historical performance and project it in the future. But look at Berlin. I mean, until the day that Elon was there partying and dancing and deliveries actually happening, it's almost like the stock market didn't care. That's not to say it's going to happen with Giga Austin as well. But, one thing to take in consideration is that Giga Austin actually isn't officially approved yet, right? Unless I missed something. I think they're still waiting for their last approval certificate, which they're going to get. It's just a matter of when. By the way, people are asking, where's the Juju? I got the Juju right here. In the midst of everything that was happening, I couldn't forget to still have the citrus. So let me know what you guys are eating here. Let's see here. Thank you. Okay. Let's see here. Let me just hide the spam. Carrie says, I'm a client of Morgan Stanley, and I think that ending this year at 2 million units is very real. I think what Dan is saying, by the way, is a run rate of 2 million. But there's a lot of staunch Tesla bulls out there saying 2 million is possible this year. I was talking to Farzad, awesome channel on YouTube as well. I'm sure a lot of you guys recognize him. He's at about 1.7, 1.8, I believe, for this year. I think anything over 1.5 is a huge, huge win. Huge, especially with all the chips. Okay, first Juju coming in, $1,000 a share. Okay. Close below 1,000 today, Alex says. I hope not. I hope we can close above 1,000. Got some red wine, Juju. Okay, Wolfgang, there we go. Okay. Let's see here. Let's watch. I wanted to watch this Yahoo Finance video with y'all. I haven't seen it yet. I wanted to save the reaction for the stream. This is Tesla Model Y joins car rental Hertz's electric vehicle fleet. It's so funny. Everyone talks about Hertz all of the time and how Hertz this, Hertz that, and that's really why Tesla stock is going up. It's not like Tesla has a demand problem. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, hopefully the audio comes in here. I'm going to play it any second here. Let me just pull up my stream to make sure.
To its electric vehicle fleet. This comes, of course, after Hertz announced its purchase of roughly 100,000 Model 3s last year. Let's bring in Yahoo Finance's Pras Subramanian, who's following this story for us. And Pras, when you think about the adoption of EV, so much of this is about getting drivers into EV cars to experience it. But in terms of this deal, what does it mean for Hertz?
Yeah, it's a good point because it's the adoption kind of angle that boosted Tesla's stock last year, right, with this deal with Hertz. But this week, Electrek was the first to notice that the Model Y has appeared on the Hertz website to rent. Now, when you actually go to the website and try to rent it, you actually can't. It'll only let you rent the Model 3, which is available at select airports. But, it's not out of the Hertz playbook to do a splashy move like that. You mentioned last year they signed that big 100,000 or a Tesla Model 3 order. They had Tom Brady in ads promoting that, right? And it's sort of at an inflection point for Hertz right now because they just got a new CEO, Stephen Scher, former Goldman CFO, just came on last month.
By the way, how smart of a marketing move was it for Hertz to do what they've done? To essentially piggyback off of Tesla fanatics, people that love following Tesla, the news, everything around Tesla. And essentially, like, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Hertz really, really jumped that week that they announced. It's almost like a pseudo partnership, right? It's almost like when GM announced a partnership with Nikola, but really it was just GM giving POs to Nikola essentially. So it was a very smart marketing move on Hertz's end.
Earnings beat last month, but there was some concern about higher prices and lower costs being sort of unsustainable. So we'll kind of see what's next in this Hertz Tesla saga. We're talking about two stocks that are really kind of big on the Wall Street bets community, that big in that meme stock world. So it's very highly followed and people are always intrigued by it. And today we're seeing Hertz and Tesla stock both higher.
Yeah, Pras, I remember when Hertz was on its deathbed in 2020, and here we are now talking about EVs. But I mean,
by the way, a quick story. I've said this one before. I have a buddy that actually lost money shorting, buying puts on Hertz. Only person in history. I'm not sure if he's watching this stream, but it goes to show you don't always win shorting bankrupt, what will be or what was going to be bankrupt companies.
To you, is it weird that you're seeing the stock pop up on this? Because we already know that they've been making a move into EVs. If it's kind of inevitable, they were going to continue to expand their fleet of EVs, especially with that. What was the Tom Brady? Is it the Tom Brady commercial where he takes the plug and then puts that?
Yeah.
I don't know. We know this has been coming.
Yeah, I guess so, Brian. I mean, it's just it's more confirmation, right? The Model Y is so popular, adding that to the fleet, another new option for potential renters. Like I mentioned, you can't actually rent it yet, but it's just an easy way to sort of get some excitement and from a Hertz shareholder point of view. I'm not surprised. It's a mini pop, right? Nothing crazy, but I'm not surprised that would gin it up a bit because we're talking about a very, very popular car. One that, Brian, you can't, if you try to order Model Y today, you can't get it till the beginning of January.
Yeah.
I want to switch topics here, although we're keeping on the EV thread. Nikola shares on the rise after they started production of their electric truck on schedule. Give us the details on that.
Yeah, Brian, pretty exciting day for Nikola, a company that's had its shares of troubles, right? So they announced today that they began production of the Tre semi-truck that's in their Arizona factory. This is the battery electric version of the semi has a shorter range of around 350 miles. Nikola said it expects to sell saleable models by the end of the second quarter, and they'll deliver maybe 300 to 500 miles by the end of the year, and they'll ramp up next year in 2023. The long-range Tre, the hydrogen fuel cell version, that's on track to be shipped late next year. Now, that is a range of
what's the range on that?
500 miles.
500 miles. Well, I wonder how much it is with a full cargo load on it. I don't get the hydrogen thing. And by the way, for what it's worth, I mean, to a layman like me, I feel like Nikola almost should just do a rebranding at this point. I'm sure there's good people at work at that company. But of course, brand is a big, big deal. So I'm not sure if a rebrand is down their line or whatever. But yeah, it's tough. By the way, side question, $999.38 sitting on Tesla. Side question, did we get confirmation at all that Tesla delivered those semis to PepsiCo? Because those were rumored to be end of January. Did we ever get confirmation of that? I guess I could Google it, but we did get confirmation that they've built the mega chargers, but I'm not sure if we ever got confirmation. This is the last article that I saw here. Let me pull this up right here, and let me pull up my Chrome. This is the last article I saw, 15th or 25th of. This is today? No, this is last year. That's ironic. This is not the last article I saw. Hold on.
This revolutionary new.
The last article I saw was that they built their. That's a very weird ad right there. I don't know why I'm getting that. Let me read the chat. Let's see what you guys say. No word on PepsiCo delivery, says Andrew. That's what I was thinking. Unless I missed something, because they were supposed to be delivered by end of January, and then since then, I mean, of course, the market's just crapped the bed entirely, and there's been other things to worry about. But it just seems like either we've forgotten about them, they've been delivered, no one's really noticed. But I would like to get an answer on that. I'm not sure. I think you'd probably think if they were delivered, they'd be all over the news, right? Like people would be taking photos of them all around. So I'm guessing they haven't. That's too bad. I wonder what the holdup there is. More FUD. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay. Hydrogen doesn't make any sense to me. I did a quick Google search. There's about 3 hydrogen stations in and around my area. That's like me having to having to buy a gas car, pay as much as I do for gas, but only have 3 options in the city. Doesn't make any sense. That being said, I do see hydrogen cars around me all the time. I posted one on Discord not too long ago. I see them all the time. Yeah. Nothing on YouTube about the semi deliveries. Thank you, Intelligent. Yeah, that's tough. I'm not sure what the holdup there is. Like even if it's a couple, I'm not sure why Tesla would want to wait. So and the CEO of PepsiCo seemed pretty confident that it was coming end of last year. Moon says hydrogen is greenwashed diesel. Yeah. There's literally electricity everywhere you go. Not much infrastructure needs to be made. Yes, you need to build supercharging networks, but I mean, those are really for road trips. You can plug in any 1450 NEMA outlet or a regular outlet. I mean, a lot of people don't even know you can plug in your electric car into like a regular iPhone outlet. Yes, it'll take a long time. But predominantly that's what I use. I don't drive a lot, so yeah. And hydrogen requires extra steps. And you know what? Hydrogen is not even cheap. That's the problem. So, okay, let's talk some price action for a hot second here. Here's the good news. Despite what happens today, of course, we want to finish in the 4 digits, but really, I mean, what we're doing, the run that we've had here, and I'll just draw a trend line, the run that we've had here since in the last 10 days, or the last 8 business days, let's say, this 35% jump that we've had is of course, you could argue extended. I think there's a lot of sentiment out there in Tesla bull land that, when Tesla runs too far, too fast, got to be careful. You know what? If we consolidate in around this $1,000 level, take a breather, right? Traders that are trading Tesla sell or scale off. That makes sense in around this $1,000 level. But you know what? There's this level right here at around 985. It's the 100 moving average. Even if we close below $1,000, as long as we hold and consolidate at that 1,000 moving or that 100 moving average, not 1,000, 100 moving average, that's pretty healthy moving forward. $1,000 is, of course, a psychological break, and I mean, we're seeing pretty good strength today holding at that 1,000 so far. So we'll see. We'll play our Tesla closing price guessing game in 15 minutes. So do your estimations, do your guessing, don't do your guessing, do your calculations wherever you need, and then we'll do our guessing in about 15 minutes. Hadouken says 15 amps at 120 volts AC will get about 3 miles an hour. Yeah, I'm about, I'm not sure if our electrical circuits or whatever are different here, but we're about 12 amps, 110, 115, 120 volts, like that, something like that. I forget what it is. And it's about 2% every hour. So I'm not sure how many miles that's equivalent to. Hold on to your guesses still, folks, because I guarantee you we're going to have so many chats by the time that the market actually closes, I won't be able to find these numbers. So hold on to them. In about 10 minutes, I'll ask you to post them again. No worries. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to have a juju here. If anyone, by the way, has anything they want to watch on the stream or react to, feel free to tweet at me. Ooh, that was really, really sweet. Okay. Some weeks I just get the most sour oranges. Today is like the opposite. Wow. Okay. So let's pull up. What else do we want to pull up here? Pull up Twitter. See what we got going on Twitter land. Let's see here. Black News channel shuts down after 2 years after debut. Don't know what that is. What else we got going on here? My feed is essentially just Tesla related. Tesla Conics. Awesome. What else we got going on here? Mortgage rates are up quite a bit now. I'm not sure what they are in the States. Here, they're about, let's say 3.1-ish% for a 5-year fixed on like a 25, 30-year amortization schedule. In the States here, actually, it says 30 years are 5%, 15 years are 4.2, 5 years are 3.95. What are you guys' thoughts on refinancing, mortgaging, stuff like that at the moment? I know a lot of clients that I even talk to are refinancing at the time, or at this time, pulling out money, maybe cash out refining. Of course, rates are going to be going up here. The question is, how does that affect our housing market across North America? I see some comments about 4% 30 year. I'm really jealous. If Americans, you guys can lock in 30-year rates. Forget about it, right? I'm super jealous about that. Like here we have to re-up every about five years. You can be on a variable for sure, but re-upping every 5 years, that really gets you. 30, like if I could lock in a rate, even if it's 4 point something for 30 years, that's very low, very low. Tesla have to buy a house. Hey, I mean, rates are still okay. Rates are still generally low. Of course, they've gone up a lot. But I mean, fun fact, I mean, rates are still higher from one of the first, 4 years ago, got a place. Rates are still lower than they were then, at least here. So Alex says a lot of people refinance at 2.5. Yeah. I mean, I guess if you do cash out refi, then you lock in the rate. But I guess if you just refi and you have a credit line at that point, those are variable anyways, right? So Alexa says, can't you get a good old American mortgage company to refi? I don't think American mortgage companies are going to touch Canadian real estate and vice versa. So it's just the way the mortgage law works up here. James, so some of my coworkers refi for 2.5 for 30 years. Huh. 2.5, 30 years. It's basically free money at that point. I think the lowest rate I've seen working with clients is probably 1.7, maybe 1.6 is pushing it. We're locked in at 1.95 on a place. So it's just, yeah, not looking to redo that. Rodfather's pretty good. Interest rates will not get lower. Yeah, no, I agree. They're nowhere but up. If we're lucky, they'll stay flat. So Intelligence says, if Tesla dropped to $500, would you leverage your house? In general, I'm a pretty conservative guy, but at $500, I mean, we were close to there at that point. I'm not in a position right now. I haven't refied anything. Maybe it came to it. Maybe I dabble a little bit. Of course, I could be very appealing. But the question is, here's a double-edged sword that no one really talks about, right? Let's have Tesla or the market drops 40% or something. Well, what's the reason it dropped 40%? Are fundamentals different? You got to think if Tesla goes below 500, something went wrong. I mean, with macro shocks that we've had, Tesla still didn't really get lower than 690. So yeah, you guys know, I like to stay away from margin, and yeah, I have Rich, I have a 30-year fixed at 1.12. Congrats, that's awesome. Jason says, just to hear Tesla sitting on, okay, Tesla sitting on 1,001.83. Eric says, do you guys got milk in a bag or a normal falling container in Canada? My son wants to know. Okay, that's an East Coast Canadian thing. That doesn't happen on the West Coast. Honestly, people that live on the West Coast, even like in Canada, you know, talk to people that are born here, raised here. You know, even we were shocked when we realized that was the thing. I did not know. It's more of an Ontario East Coast thing. So here we get them in a normal container, and I mean that's if you're even buying milk. I mean, what 70% of, I mean, this is not scientific, but it's pretty close. 97% of people that live in Vancouver probably don't drink cow milk. They probably drink nut milk. And no, not don't go there. Awesome, Eric. We used to have on the West Coast like 30 years ago. Okay, Intelligent. I did not know that. Castamere says in the 90s we had bags milk. There we go. Castamere and Intelligent coming in clutch. I didn't know that. Can't really blame me though for not knowing. Okay. All right. So Tesla sitting on $1,002. I'm just gonna check Twitter here. What news we got going on? It's a pretty low event day. Let me see what else we got on. What other CNBC videos can we watch today and have some fun reacting to? Let's see what this guy says about trading Tesla and trading Apple. Not this guy. This guy's an ad. This guy.
Thanks for being with us. Let's start with Apple. As I mentioned, it's actually been up for 8 straight.
Yeah, forget about Apple.
And then we got thrown a curveball.
To play within the broader tech sector.
Okay.
Sure, and I think the best way to think about it, that's it in a nutshell. And then if you're
Mike, thank you for the $5 super chat. Finally, I bought 500K in margin on the way down. I was able to get off all of that back and then some. Awesome. Congrats to you, Mike. That really worked out well.
Trader of this market, you have to look at the safest things go last. So before the sell-off, you know, all of those high multiple names are going to go first, and then your Apples and your Googles are going to go last. Once they go, the flip side of that, though, Morgan, is once people get back in the market, it's the first thing that they buy. So Apple was the first thing that people bought.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so speaking of growth and speaking of other tech names that have also been momentum plays, Tesla. I don't believe...
All right, let's end this debate right now. Is it, and even Elon, I think, is on the other side of this. Is it Tesla or Tesla? I know, hot debate. Is it with a Z? Is it with an S? I've heard Elon say Tesla. I say Tesla. It's not my company, so I mean, I'm not on the board. So I'm guessing we got to side with Elon here, but I'm not sure which pronunciation you guys use when you guys say Tesla or Tesla.
You currently own Tesla, but what do you think of the trading action we have seen here, and I guess across the broader EV space, which is higher today?
Yeah, so this one you have to have an iron cast stomach. I'm in Rivian, and that one has been just all over the map, from 106 to basically $175, back all the way a round trip and then some.
Crazy.
They did major debacles. The flip side of that stock has been Tesla. Tesla is actually seen as the stable EV company. And if you look at the recent volatility in this name, it's at a recent high of over $1,200 and a recent low of $700. So that is not for the faint of heart. And if you're in the name, I'd probably stay in it at this point. If I look on my chart right now, the number that comes up is $971, and that's the 50% retracement from the recent high to the recent low. People use that as the barometer of success and failure. So it might sound like it's a long way away, but it was just there 2 days ago. So if it breaks below that, I would think about liquidating your position. Otherwise, you're good.
Liquidating your position. Okay. Well, I guess to be fair, he did say it was a trade. Okay. I mean, always good insights. It seems like most of you in the chat are saying it's with an S, Tesla. Yes, I agree. I have to agree with you, folks. There's a couple of Z folk in here, but I get a lot of flack for saying Z. I know. Well, there you go. Robert is in the chat saying it's Z, not Z. Yes, I know. I get a lot of flack for saying that. That's another debate altogether. We can get. Hey, slow news day. I don't know. I'm just here having fun. Thanks for joining me, folks. By the way, you guys could be anywhere on Friday, a beautiful day to be alive, and you're here on the stream with me. Appreciate you guys tuning in. 12:45, 50 minutes till close. That means we're going to play our Tesla closing price guessing game. Ooh, but it's got a software update. Okay. So throw in your chat Tesla closing price guessing games or Tesla closing price guess. Remember, Price is Right rules: be at or under. Even if you're over by a penny, disqualified. And the prize is virtual juju, which I will mind shift over to you. Digital saying Nikola Tesla was it's a Serbian, so it does that mean it's Tesla? Zed. Vespa. Yeah, Hadouken. Yeah. Okay, let's go. And let's get rid of these. What's up with these freaking spammers coming in? Sorry for that. If you guys see those spammers come in the chat, feel free to hide. I'll do that right now. The chat's moving too fast. Okay. All right, so I'm going to throw out a guess too. I usually forget. I'm going to throw out a guess of 107. 107. We're at 105 for all intents and purposes right now, a little bit under. I'm going to throw out 107 as my guess. That's the volume weighted average price for the day. So we can go. Let's go. Isn't he Polish? Who? Nikola Tesla? He's Serbian American. He was Serbian American. Oh, 107. Boyle caught me. Sorry. 1,007. Did I say 107? Oh God, this is one of those days, folks. One of those days. Okay, I'm guessing flat on I'm not guessing any cents. So just 1,007. Okay. Let's go through. Let's see what else we got going on here. If you guys see anything on Twitter, feel free to tag me on it. We can go through it. Price action, I mean, again, finishing here. Actually, let me pull up one thing here. So you guys will remember a couple of weeks ago, or yeah, actually 2 weeks ago, we had broken on the 50-week moving average, and we broken below. And I said, obviously, that's worrisome. And then we tested down to 757. It got bought back up immediately. I guess it helps that Berlin and Austin are coming online, so there's dip buyers ready to go. But as it seems, as we're ending this week today, we're actually finishing past all 21 or past our highest 21-week moving average. So all-time highs. If you're a technical trader on a weekly, you could say all-time highs past 1100 are back into play. So there's that. Macro speaking, I'll just pull up the NASDAQ. One level that I'm watching on the NASDAQ is the 200-day moving average, and that's at 367.55. We still haven't reclaimed our baseline 200-day moving average on the NASDAQ. I think as soon as we do that on the daily, and we start, actually, we're pretty close to 370, which is the conglomeration of all of these. As soon as we get back and above this, our head will be back underwater, and I think we'll have a general better bull trend going forward. So next week is going to be very interesting to see what happens with the markets. Of course, the markets are still pretty headline driven at the moment, so we'll see what happens. But Marco and Cubis are saying Serbian. Nikola Tesla was born in Croatia. According to Google Translate, Tesla is pronounced an S in Croatian. There you go. So then why does Elon say Tesla? Or is that just me thinking he says that and he actually doesn't? Did you see the new Tesla drip? No, I haven't seen that. Is there a new Tesla hat? No, I haven't seen it. Is that on Sawyer's? You're saying that's on Sawyer's? I haven't seen it. Tesla's selling a hat now. Is it a white hat? Oh, let me pull this up. Thanks, Matt. Sawyer just posted this half an hour ago. Tesla just posted a new clothing inventory line on their shop. This kind of looks like Affliction, or Ed Hardy. Not my vibe. I probably wouldn't wear that. This is clean. That's okay. And that's just the plain Tesla signage there. It's kind of a Ed Hardy vibe. It almost feels like on that hat. Yeah, interesting. How much are these? Let me pull this up. Let's see. Hopefully I'm not signed in here. Let's see. I know some people in the Juju gang have this shirt, the Sunshine. Let's see here. How much are the beanies? Beanies are 30, 35 bucks. Is this USD? Might be Canadian, actually. And 35 for the graffiti trucker. Oh, they call it... Are those called trucker hats? Don't we call them baseball caps? I don't know. What do I know? Okay, back to Tesla. That's not Tesla. That's $31. 1,006 sitting on Tesla. It feels like we're about to go positive here. Chris, we just had our closing price guessing game. Feel free to throw it in the chat. Yeah, it could be. Tesla merch are very expensive, in my opinion, says maybe. Yeah, when you add in shipping, especially internationally, yeah, it adds a lot. Gotcha. Boyle and Alexa saying the mesh is what makes it a trucker cap. You learn something every day. I'm wearing my my Vancouver Grizzlies cap. Shout out to Vancouver Grizzlies. I love the color. I know it doesn't go with my skin tone very well, but I got to represent the Grizzlies. I hope they come back one day. But Yashi, you never wear hats. I wear hats too often because, I'm usually not having a great hair day most days. Okay. Guitar says they shouldn't be allowed to sell Cybertruck merch until they give a hard date for production. That's fair. Not good for my hair, wearing hats. Yeah, it isn't. I've been wearing hats my whole life. And you know what? Contrary to popular belief, it's not like I'm going bald yet. So it's not where I'm wearing hats. So my hair is just kind of a mess some days. And I run to the stream. By the time I run to the stream, I'm like, I'm just going to throw on a hat. So, Hillary says, thanks, Yashi and Mods, for another great week of streams. Yeah, much love to you guys, too, for tuning in. I appreciate that. Awesome week just to hang out with everyone. Of course, we've been doing it a lot, but it's nice to see Tesla finally rallying back here. The Qs are going for the green close. Let's pull that up. Actually, let me try to see if I can pull up two charts here for a hot second. Let's change this one to Tesla. Let's make this one the NASDAQ. Okay. So the NASDAQ, about down $1 for the day, the Qs. And Tesla here, Tesla's rallying hard here, right to my number, 1,007. Let's go. Are you in Vancouver? Yes, I'm in Vancouver. Laurie says nice hairline. I don't know if that's sarcasm or not, but I'll take it. It'd be nice to see, Parody says, it'd be nice to close green on the day, but really, as long as you hit $1,000, it's pretty good. For sure. You know what, though? If the way that we're rallying here, it feels like Tesla wants to go green if we can break through the VWAP here. So, by the way, I haven't done this yet. I'm going to go through the options for next week just to make sure that we're prepared to know what's happening for next week. Remember, last Friday, we got pretty good bull action to close the week, which may have hinted to some or big money showing their hand. But let's take a look here. So on the 30-minute, algo flow is essentially matching with what Tesla stock is at the moment. To end the day, though, on the 1 minute, you'll see we're getting some pretty good bullish action on the calls coming in. Pretty subdued day for premium on calls. A lot of call buying to close the day today. And let's see here. And what I'm going to do is pull up the live options order flow. We got about 6 minutes left here till close. Let's see what we got. Some call selling happening, some spreads, call sweep, mixed action. Let me just pull up only out of the money and only stuff that's expiring soon. So short expiration. And let's take a look here. So on that filter, it's bullish flow, minus 1.1 million. Minus 1.2 million now, and 52% buys, 67% sweep ratio. So not as heavy as last Friday. And a lot of it looks like put selling that's coming through. So take that for what it's worth. Michael says, have you set a date for the Vancouver meetup? No, I haven't set a date yet. But I probably should. Maybe it makes sense to do that soon. I'm thinking maybe make it like 2 or 3 months off, just so people don't have anything happening. Mimi says, shared a tweet with you. Is that on Discord or is that on? Oh, I gotta open up my Discord. After my computer crashed, everything was down. Yeah, thanks for the good vibes today, folks. Again, apologies for the technical difficulties here. Mimi, I didn't get your tweet shared with me. I think if you post on Discord or Twitter. Oh, on Twitter you sent it to me? Unless my internet's off. I don't see it. Remember, if you throw links in the YouTube chat, it probably won't work. Paco says, have you checked your own options? I appreciate that, Paco. Thank you. Luckily enough, though, I've been off of the short-term options for most of them expired worthless a long time ago. This market has been absolutely brutal with my really crap strategy on my options. So I appreciate it. I don't have anything expiring until May, and that's by NASDAQ. So nothing there. I've been so busy in the last month, thank God, that I've not had to worry about it. So I've only been buying commons, like just shares into stuff, which is nice because you guys know I usually don't like to buy shares a lot, but it's just been so busy. I hadn't had time to look at options and pricing and be able to sell. And so the market has sucked. I've done horribly in the last couple of months. It is what it is. Jay says, Yash got to eat his own juju. Okay, you're right, Jay. Thank you. Oliver says, why don't you ever trade live? Oliver, you know what? I did earlier on in the channel. I just don't, like, with my setup and my stream, and I did get a new computer, it's just a little bit difficult to manage everything and then manage the chat and then manage any like technical stuff that comes up and like if spammers are here, like it's just a lot to deal with. And if I'm in a trade, it's just, yeah. All right. Here we go. All right. 1,008. It seems like we kind of broke through here. Got a couple minutes left. Yeah, Laurie, I'm mostly, at the moment, I'm mostly just commons. I have like 1 or 2 leaps, but they're pretty far out the money at the moment. Sorry for the juju, Andrew. They're pretty far out. Yeah. Yeah, so it's pretty kind of low stress at the moment for me. I'm waiting on a couple of things to fall into place before I can do more dip buying, but hopefully soon. The ASMR. Okay, 1,008.53. I'm gonna go back to the one. I'm gonna go back to the one grid on Weeble here. Okay, hey, we broke through. Looks like I'm gonna be wrong with my guess. Let's see here. No grapefruit today. Okay, power hour. Power minute. Here we go. Okay, 1,010. Here it is. We got 30 seconds left here. Folks, I mean, are we going to end green here? I don't know. We'll see. Don't call me now, please. I had a crazy morning as well. I finally got a new phone. Then my phone didn't work. Then I had to go back. Then I had to wait in line. It's been a wonky last couple of days here. Okay, we're rallying here into close. Might go green. We got a couple. We're probably not going to go green. Maybe after hours here. 1,010.94. There's the closing bell. We've officially closed the week. Boom, 1,010.64. I'm just going to verify that is indeed the closing price on Google. No, it just changed to 1010. What do you guys see? 1010 84, 94 or 1010 64? Just so we can give the correct prize winner what they're deserving of. Is it 64 or is it 94? What are you guys seeing? 64? Why is Google showing 94? 64? Okay. Oh, someone's saying 94. Oh, we got some confusion here. This is what happens every time. I always announce a winner and then it ends up being wrong. I'm just gonna wait a hot second here to see if Webull updates or if Google updates. 64? Oh, it is 64. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so let me pull up the winner here. T-Mec and Jeffrey both guessed 69. Unfortunately, that gets you over. Cindy Christensen guessed 10. That's the closest one so far. Donkey Kong guessed 30. That's pretty good. Oh, no, hold on. Was that recent, though? I was kind of cutting it close. Hadouken up there guessed 69 as well. I think Andrew... Let's see here. Yes, I think... hold on here. I think Cindy Christensen may have won this thing. Unless Andrew tied it, but I'm not sure when Andrew sent that in. Let's see the first one here. Jeffrey guessed 69. T-Mac guessed 69. I think Cindy Christensen may have won this thing. Unless Donkey Kong guessed a little, like right at close, though. I see this chat pretty recent. There we go. Okay. There we go. How about we'll give it to Cindy. If someone else feels like they guessed and I just missed it, let me know. But good week. What a week. Awesome. I need the Tesla phone, says Richard. Yeah, the infamous Tesla phone that everyone talks about, right? Awesome. Hey, great week, folks. Thanks for joining. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry for the technical difficulties again. You got to blame Nvidia on that one. I'm not sure what happened. I'll try to fix it here to start the next week. But I hope everyone has an awesome weekend. Remember, say this every Friday stream. Try to stay away from technology. Go for a walk. Do meditation. Whatever you need to do to recharge, regroup, and to just re-energize yourself before next week. And awesome week in the stock market. All things considered. And be well, everyone. Take care. Be nice. And I'll catch you in the next one. And if you want to join the Juju Gang, by the way, much love to all channel members and Patreon members. Discord access you get with supporting the channel. Awesome group of folk in there. I see a lot of familiar faces in the chat as well. If you want to join us on there, feel free to. Patreon link, channel member link are both in the description. Much love, guys. Take care. I'll catch you in the next one. Be well, and peace.